We are Designit. It can be everything. It is inside every product. It is behind every service. It comes after each tap. It lives in every showroom.
So that's a company started by a couple of friends from School of Architecture. So based in Aarhus, a tiny city in Denmark. And then we grew from there, in a way, doing products, services, a lot of digital systems, etc. And I think what's really special about us is our, ability of really combining these things into packages and into, coherent user experiences. The difference between product and service design, I think you could argue a lot, what is what. Take a smartphone. Way back when Nokia was hot, a phone was a phone, right? On the other hand side, you saw the first signs of the phone, the handset turning into kind of a service carrier in a way, right? Products still are tangible, stuff that you drop on your feet and it hurts. Services are intangible, right? And I think services are getting more and more important basically because, back to the smartphone again, it's basically a device with a lot of services riding on the back of it. The case I presented, that was a service design case, and that was basically one big exercise in bringing down the waiting lists in a hospital. Last year, Oslo University Hospital approached us. It's one of the largest hospitals in Scandinavia, has more than 20,000 employees, a lot of new equipment, etc., and have a lot of big problems as well. For example, this extremely long waiting lists for breast cancer patients. 1 out of 8 women will be diagnosed in their lifetime. And early detection really, and diagnosis, this whole setup, it's crucial. And it's actually one of the easy things to make work. It's not curing anything, but it's something that we as designers actually can fix to bring down, waiting time. This kind of led us to really one of the key insights in this project is that, this whole gap between being referred from your doctor and getting into the system. So for a woman, she becomes a patient the moment she discovers a lump in her breast, but for the hospital, it's different. She doesn't become a patient until she's diagnosed. So based on these insights, really the big finding was that we need to redefine this whole thing, how that system works. Next thing we did was really trying to design the different use cases, the touch points, what happens when you meet up at the front desk the first time, etc. So what we managed to do in this was to get the waiting time at up to 12 weeks, to get that down into just 4 days. And for the ones that are not diagnosed with cancer, it's only 3 days. It's a massive improvement. So going from 84 days of uncertainty of waiting time down to 4 days, that's an improvement of 90%. Creativity, and I truly believe in that, has the power to change the world, and it's in a very profound way basically, because you see so much of this like linear thinking in the world, businesses, institutions, politicians, etc. Design is basically, and creativity is basically about rethinking things, right? And making things work. That goes for future citizens, patients, school kids, etc. There's so much stuff out there that can be improved, and I think designers are great because they're not afraid of changing it. I think the world, we're plumbing it with IT, sophisticated solutions, and not all of it works. There's so much stuff that we need to fix out there, and I think designers are good at fixing all this crappy stuff.